Alright guys, we are down to our last part in our stringing tutorial here. We've done part 1, which is our top string, part 2, which is both our sidewalls, part 3, our bottom string, now finally part 4, our shooters here. Okay, shooters are really simple. All it is a simple weave in between the diamonds. Okay, so the row that we're going to be doing our first top string, alright, is this row right here. I know it's somewhat stretched out, but if you can see, it goes in this arc pattern. Alright, the easiest way to find which hole to attach this to, and it is a rule in the women's game, you have to attach the shooters to the plastic. Okay, so find that 1, 2, 3 should be a vacant hole right here. The third hole, we're going to feed one end of our shooter from outside in and underneath the mesh. Alright, so outside in, pull that until that the little end here, there's about an inch or two, just enough so we can tie it off. Alright, take that long end that we just fed through the plastic, we're going to go up through that first diamond that should be right next to that vacant hole. Alright, so we went up, now we're going to go along that entire row that we first saw here when we first laid it out. We're going to go down the next diamond, up the next diamond, we're going to go down, up, and we're going to continue this pattern all the way across until we get to the plastic, at which we are going to go down this last diamond right here, okay, and through the hole in the plastic right here. Okay, so that last time we went down and then through the hole. Now we're going to loop back around and we're going to follow this line all the way across until we can tie it off. Alright, this long end here, we're going to alternate between going over and then under. Alright, so our first diamond right here, we're going to go over from the backside down. We went over that first initial line. Now we're going to go to the next diamond here and go up from front to back, but underneath this line. Then we're going to continue that pattern. Now we're going to go to the next diamond here. I'm going to go from back to front, but over that line. And then under the next diamond, then over, then under, and then continue all the way to the other side. And when we get there, all you have to do is tie that off. Okay, simple square knot will do, just like tying a shoe. Alright, that's our first shooter. Alright, our second shooter is the exact same thing, except we are going to make a horseshoe pattern. Alright, so if you can follow this line, right, we're going to skip this diamond row, and essentially we're going to try and hit this row right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, but we're going to make a horseshoe shape with our second shooter. Alright, really easy to find which hole we want to feed our line through. That hole is going to be, remember how on our sidewall we did our little U-turn? Right underneath our first U-turn, there should be a vacant hole right there. We're going to feed one end straight through that hole. And if we pop out on the other side, you'll see this vacant diamond right next to it. Okay, so we're going to feed that line all the way through. And same thing that we did with this top string, we're going over, under to get our guideline. Alright, so we're going to go, we went under, now we're going to go over, under, over, under, all the way through in our horseshoe pattern. Oop. Until we get to the other side. Okay, again, should be perfectly symmetrical. Our last diamond here, we are going to go down and then through the plastic. Exactly like that. Okay? So now we have our guideline. All we have to do is weave it back to the other side, exactly like what we did with our first shooter right here. So we want to round the plastic. We're going to go over from the back to the front. Came out the other side. We're going to go up through the next diamond, but under our guideline here. And continue the exact same pattern all the way back. Okay, keep in mind this part's tricky when we're turning the bend here in this horseshoe. We went down and over, now we got to go up and under. So make sure you're getting underneath that guideline, but in the correct diamond. Okay. Follow the same pattern all the way until you get to the very end. Last diamond, we're going up. And just like our first shooter string, you can tie it off with a simple square knot. All right. Okay, and that's our shooters. That's part 4. Okay, I'll see you in the conclusion in just a little bit.